Rock Seekers. They have a map.
Do they now?
Gundren's map was taken by the goblins.
But the other brothers?
They'll know if Gundren knows. They're out there somewhere. You didn't find a map, did you? What are you calling yourselves? The League of Extraordinary somethings?
We're the Steelrose Expeditionary League.
Steelrose. Like a
Yeah,
velvet...
that's what I said. I wanted gold. They fucking outvoted.
Like a velvet fist. No. It is platinum. It is platinum.
Platinum Rose. He's looking at her. That would have been a great one.
This plunder I can share with you. You go out and find the mines and get rid of anything that is dangerous within them, and you will have access to the Forge of Spells. We dwarves will have the manpower to work the mines and to keep it safe once we have eliminated whatever dangers that are there.
Do you have the manpower to work the mine?
We do. Or we will.
Dwarves are inspired diggers.
Yes, but...
How long before the mine would be operational? Is that a matter of... We'll see when we get there.
It depends how much of the carrack load remains. It also isn't the only thing, as my lord has mentioned, that would be useful. We would have to ascertain the state of the Forge of Spells. It has been many hundreds of years since that place has been used. But, once it is operational, I'm sure that Lord Dverak will allow use of it. Especially to those, and he looks over at Thogram, especially to those that help in recovering it and, well, repairing it if it is at all damaged.
That is a very generous opening offer, and I appreciate that.
I could definitely take a look and use some of that mine's magics.
Tate the barber goes and closes the shop, sensing that you guys need some privacy.
Tate sees an old man wandering through the streets, lost, looking for food.
with a giant...
Whether or not he gives a shit does not matter.
with a giant chicken following him. Huh. He just waves from his shop.
Keeps wandering off the...
If you wish to postpone negotiations for our contract until this fiasco with the goblins is resolved.
Ironclad. I like it. A contract so we know how we stand.
Precisely. Don't like any accusations and name calling. Not that I would ever accuse you of such behavior, but...
Sir Defrin's eyes ever so slightly turned to a scowl as he glanced at Aemon Woe when the word contract was mentioned.
I'm not the devil! Okay, our contract's going to be legal.
You just bring one to the party.
Right. His left hand twitches, the one that he was trying to raise towards Aemon Woe before. You don't see that every day, says Tate, just out the window. Hey, he opens the door. Quit rooting around in the garbage there. Go on. You guys hear Mistra.
Amadeus looks out the window. Hey! Sunny!
I'm looking for the dinner. He's around in the garbage bin.
Come in here. We're just waiting to leave.
Oh, you... hello. He says.
Hello.
Sunny, if you want a haircut, I will...
He quickly closes the door before Mr. gets at it. She's now attacking the doorknob, tapping at the window. The animal will have to stay outside.
uncivilized.
Surely exactly the opposite. A drink to take your mind off of things.
He will agree to a drink.
Okay. What does
He
Sunny
has no
drink?
idea what drinks are what drinks. Like, he doesn't know what alcohols are which.
How does Sunny decide? By pointing at a bottle?
That looks like water.
That one that was green, the green bottle.
The green bottle goes in. You just want the okay. He just gives you the green liqueur. It's awful. It's awful tasting. It's supposed to be mixed with something contagious.
He's gonna prestidigitate it to make it not taste like shit.
Okay.
It's got like just pure mint extract.
Right. It's supposed to be the.
Urinate for this. Well, ancient mystery.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the mine. We're going to go free from evil.
So how many in your band? Thogram? Brennos? You're part of this Expeditionary League?
That's right. You've joined up with them.
Signed the paperwork.
I suppose it will make the contract all the more simple then. All right. What is your opening offer? You going to do this for me or not?
Oh no.
Certainly,
Guess not.
certainly we can come to a gentleman's agreement here, even though the devil is in the details.
Isn't it?
It's because he's a devil. He's like pointing
that's
at
quite
Aemon.
on the nose.
Oh.
What are you going to do now?
Aemon sneers.
Well, I'm curious if you'd be willing to, and this is a risk on our part, and if anyone here objects from the League, do say so. We would be willing to do this work for you for whatever gear we find from the enemies, barring any artifacts or things of historical clan value to the dwarves.
All related to the mines itself.
All related to the mines itself. We'll do this for free for the gear and for 40% of whatever comes out, profit comes out of the mine once it's up and running.
40.
It's a dangerous bid. And who knows if you get it up and running? I'm a human. I could die before you ever get it up and running.
40%? I cannot do that. There are too many clans who have stake in the mines, plus expenses to run. You will have an upfront amount paid to you, plus a reasonable agreed upon access to the Forge of Spells once it is restored.
I missed the first part.
An amount, like a one-time payment is what they want. A one-time payment and access to the Forge of Spells is the counteroffer. They didn't say what the amount would be.
One-time payment.
Oh, now we're down to the coppers.
Platinums, actually.
Oh yes, I imagine it would be a large sum.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, preferably paid in valuable gems. Because otherwise all that gold would be quite heavy.
We could pay you in platinum. Yes, we could pay you in platinum. How does 5,000 platinum sound?
So I don't get out of the bed for 4,000 platinum.
That's 50,000 gold coins, sir.
Yeah, not for this job.
With 100% of the plunder, minus anything related to dwarven clans or the mines.
How's about We come to a more reasonable number.
Okay.
That's a lot of platinum to carry around.
Silverhammer looks to Dverak. Dverak is just looking at his drink.
All right.
He's
We will
listening.
take 20,000 gold or 200 platinum and a mere 20% of the mine. And all the gear and reasonable access to Spellforge.
Again, we're not willing to stake the future operations of the mine on a past debt. That is too high of a margin. The whole expedition is worthless to me at that rate.
Knowledge. Local, how many clans have a stake in this mine?
That's a great question. Give me a... well, you weren't there for the conversation, so you don't know, but you could imagine any clan that was around since that time or was involved in the original deal of the mine probably, once they hear of it, would probably want to stake. You're talking about many clans.
Roughly how many?
Give me a knowledge history.
Okay.
Is it like dozens? Is it handfuls or dozens or hundreds?
I will use a point for this. So 38.
We'll say that there were 3 major clans that were involved in this this endeavor long ago, but those 3 major clans over the last 500 to 1,000 years have splintered into probably a dozen or more. Anvil was one of the clans, and Slake's last name is Anvilbrow. So you actually have a person on your team that has a legitimate stake in the mine.
Yep.
If he's the clan elder, like, of his clan.
Which is easy if you're the last one.
Yep.
Now, you're not certain how the relationship between the Brickhammers and the Anvils are. You don't know what happened here, but you're guessing dozens. Like the great clans are no longer a thing. Maybe Dverak is one. Maybe Dverak is one of the splinter groups. But yeah, originally 3, and then you'd have to do some actual research to figure out who. You're pretty sure Lord Dverak knows.
Yep. Well.
So
No stake in the mine. Can't get nothing.
how does 60,000 gold sound?
It sounds better. I won't lie.
Do we get to go on the ancient mystery quest now?
Yes.
No,
well,
not
soon, he says.
Sonny takes the tiniest sip.
of the extract that is supposed to be used to flavor drinks, not drink it by its side. Like that horrible bottle of green mint.
Mentholators.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but yeah. It's like, ooh, alcohol. No. That's not supposed to be drank like that.
Drinking fucking vanilla.
now, are you a designated
creme de
representative?
menthe. It's like, what the fuck?
Barnabus asks Dverak, are you a designated representative of all of the dozens of splinter clans from the primary 3 that founded the mine?
Yes.
Each and every one?
He scowls.
Sense motive.
He then finishes his drink.
50.
doesn't like your line of questioning.
I see.
You're pretty sure if new ones were founded, this would become an issue, but he must have already handled this issue. He doesn't like what you're getting at. He doesn't want to say anything for fear of giving you ideas. He actually turns around and orders another drink. Like he's like completely not looking at you anymore.
Yeah. And in the event that some clan should claim a stake in it, well, you know what? Given all that, I think it's best we just take cash. 75 will satisfy us.
You actually see Defrin lean into Clegor. He whispers something with a DC 30
For
perception check to overhear what the dwarf says.
oh yeah, okay.
Uh,
20 plus Barnabus.
Hear that, Agony? We're going
Can't
to
help
form
it.
an
Can't eat it.
adventure for ancient mysteries.
I'm all ears.
I missed it. 22.
You missed it? Okay.
Got a shit roll, so.
All right. 75, you say.
Barnabas kind of looks at everyone else like, we're okay with 75.
I want to go on an ancient mystery quest. Isn't that right, Dee Dee? Yes.
Thogram's more interested about the just getting access to the
Spellforge.
mine.
Access to the Spellforge is on the list, though.
It's on the list.
75,000. You get to keep the enemy gear that isn't related to dwarves and isn't related to the mine.
Isn't related to. Yeah. Isn't related to dwarven clans, not just because it's a dwarf thing. It's.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the fine print will be the devil in the details there. But the gentleman's agreement is cash money when you've cleared of all the danger. You get to keep all the danger's gear and
Access to the Spellforge.
access to Spellforge. They really do not want another partner in the running
Especially,
of the mine.
probably if we were dwarves, it'd be a different thing, but we got a human talking for us, which is probably a whole, like, Imperials taking claim.
That whole line with your 50 cents motive, there's still additional leverage here, Barnabas. If you wanted to push that fear into them, you're missing something. Like you're not seeing some piece of this, and Clegor is clearly like he's sending
He's trying to
signals.
seal it now before.
He's trying to seal the deal now.
75 is still a lot. It's a good number.
You know what? There are 9 of us. Oh, and it's going to have to be 100 at least. 10 each plus the league share. Sorry. Forgot about that. Or we could, come back later. Those are the jobs.
They're not negotiating in good faith, Lord. Fine. 100. We're not opening this negotiation again, though. You understand?
No, whatever negotiations you got left are with your dwarven allies.
Sirs, Lord, this is an exclusive contract, yeah?
You think I'm that rich?
Well, if rumors are true, if there were any kings left, you'd be one.
This expedition, you are correct in ascertaining that I am representing many dwarven interests. It also means that if you somehow betray this pact, you will have angered many dwarves.
Oh, I would never dream of such a thing. Like you will find, I am a man of my word.
He drinks to that. No, let us not keep the colonel waiting. He does keep an excellent chef.
Now we'll see about that.
Now do we get to go on an ancient mystery quest?
Yeah, after dinner, Sunny, for fuck's sake.
Maybe
Just make it awkward.
Dugan, could you finish this for me? He puts...
Okay.
Barnabus' head is going, they're paying $100,000. What the fuck is in there?
Well, the mine, just being able to craft in that mine would be treasure on its own. Of course, I'm not exactly sure what the fuck it does.
You did
Or
notice.
myth.
Oh, sorry, Ahmed. I didn't mean to.
No.
You did notice that Rockseeker and Sildar were not brought to the negotiations. They were already tainted by your heroics for such negotiations.
They're so awesome! Hire them! Oh, they'll do it such a good... You save my brothers and everything.
The mayor, you can actually hear him talking to Leaf and Huntsmaster. You can hear probably Leaf's voice. We must leave right away. Yes, we don't know what is in store for these people. Yes. You can smell this wonderful roast being cooked, wafting from the kitchens.
Be wary of the magic cabbage. It'll haunt you.
Barnabas, with your great culinary skill, it's whoever's doing their job is doing a good job, but it's all about the ingredients. They're using very country ingredients, we'll say.
Yeah. Sometimes local and fresh is just not that great.
Butter and salt
not
replace
that
anything.
Yep. It won't be a bad meal, but if you were hoping for exotic or like kingly, you're probably not going to get it tonight. It appears that you're waved into a parlor. You're introduced, or Lord Dverak is introduced, and then they actually ask you to introduce yourself, Barnabas.
Oh, sorry. Greetings.
Okay, come in. Oh, yes, there's room for all of you. Shuffle in. Fetch another bench here. We're having a discussion about the missing people.
So.
Yes, may their souls be guided to the ever-waiting arms and embrace of the five-faced god.
Sure.
Or to whoever they worshipped.
So he's making a frowny face at the bishop. He's got an old man frowny face going. He doesn't know what to do with his face, so it's frowning.
I see. Thanks, Eddie. There were a number of people taken from us, and then there were some that we believe were carted off by these dreaded manticore creatures.
Yeah, we saw some of that.
Do we have any idea where they would be taken? The manticores have to land. They're not excellent flyers, Colonel. I'm sure my trackers would be able to track them down.
They're down south.
Yes, they were headed in a southerly direction, but that's not the first time that goblin tricks have changed directions when out of view.
Brennos is he's shuffling past. Hey, can he he's pulling on
It sounds like a very difficult sort of job.
Yes.
One we are equipped to deal with, though.
Are you saying that you'll go and hunt down these war-minded hobgoblins and recover our people.
I'm telling you, we are capable of such a thing.
Thogram, your master's name is what?
My master's name is. Are you referring to the one whom I apprenticed to?
It tends to be who masters are in such a relationship.
Master Erigathos.
Erigathos,
Deneva.
great evoker and protector of the great city of Deneva. We have our own pupil of Erigathos here.
Yes, I remember there was. I don't remember. I don't know his name, but an alchemist.
Adronsius and his alchemy have served our fair city for some time. Apparently, something happened to his house during the siege.
Then he starts giggling a little bit. He wasn't inside, was he?
No.
That's
Well,
good to hear.
it would have been difficult to ascertain chemical from rendered fat inside the building and the current state that it was in, as something lit his alchemy lab on fire.
There's a risk with those.
There were some witnesses that saw the rotund and dwarvish form of Adronsius being flown away by one of those dreaded manticores.
Thogram's face turns very gloomy. Do you know if he had his equipment with him?
If
He
he had
was
his
expecting battle.
If he had his equipment with him, it is in the hands of the hobgoblin host. We also know that the castellan of the halls of great valor, Satanian, has gone missing, along with many of his artifacts.
So they'll tug at Barnabas's coattails.
The very beautiful and elven priestess by the name of Jalissa is also amongst those who have gone missing. There are a few others. He has to look at this little note. You can see a list of names and a bunch of people crossed off, and then there's 6 names that are remaining. Matala the cook is a relative of my cook. An old lady that lived and picked up a diviner of sorts, perhaps. Zerixa the crone and somebody's boy.
Is the crone simply an old woman, or is it actually like a witch?
No, she's not married.
Well, that answers that.
Apparently, he's been into quite a few sherries. You could see the rosiness of his cheeks, and he's a little bit slurred in his words, and he's having a hard time reading this boy's name. That's on the sheet. He doesn't really care about the boy. He just throws it down. These 6 people should be returned. In rough order of priority as I read them out. Don't tell them I said that.
Sure.
Your buddy apparently is very important.
Yeah. The colonel of the Imperial Army and his Lord Mayor of Brindol. How can I persuade these adventurers to help. I would be willing to delay them on the quest that I already have them on, Colonel. Oh, thank you, Lord Clegor. I was not aware these fine folk were under your employ.
We are.
Well, to whom shall I negotiate? Lord Clegor or to one of you? He kind of instinctually looks at the high charisma people.
I don't have any. I don't think.
None of us. We're all
No,
shit.
No, Agony.
No, Agony is
Agony,
sexy,
yeah.
sexy boy. Oh, look at that sexy dragon man.
He's not saying anything. He looks at Barnabus, who's not sure. It's the guy with the hat. You know.
Well, see, what we have with Lord Clegor is a solid contract for a specific set of work. Any deviation from that would require renegotiation, which I am sure he is not in the mood for, given that we have just closed those negotiations. I doubt, however, he would mind us opening a new contract for the specific job.
As I just said, you may open up a new contract and consider mine second priority until your first contract is fulfilled.
It was very generous of you, my lord. Thank you.
There you have it then. You'll go out and find these people, and we'll pay you a purse for each person you find.
Yeah, what kind of purse? Let's stop there.
And a silver piece for every goblin you slay.
What evidence do you require of that? Because if it's ears, fireballs are kind of an issue.
Just your word will suffice.
And
That's the priest, right?
Yep. And submission to the judge when you give it.
who is the judge?
He's talking to the Five Faces.
He's saying he'll accept your word, but he's going to cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. All right, then. That will suffice.
Excellent.
Do I know... I don't like that priest. Do I think that the priest of the Five-Faced God there has the ability to cast Raise Dead? That English had bad that English had bad grammar. God damn it. That sentence wasn't properly structured, but the intent behind the sentence.
Do you think this priest is capable of casting high-level spells?
Yes.
Give me a knowledge local.
I
Or
don't have knowledge
Or a
local.
knowledge religion.
I do have knowledge religion.
Now,
Okay.
how much will we be getting for manticores?
21 knowledge religion.
Manticores? Wow. These dreadful beasts, there can't be so many of them. I'll pay you, 50 gold pieces per dead manticore main.
50. I know this doesn't seem like much.
And then 100 gold pieces per safe return of each of the goodly folk of Brindol.
Oh.
This is kind of time pertinent.
Yep.
Does the 21 know whether or not people can get raised at or get fifths cast on them at the church?
You've never been here before. This is a small city. You suspect that push comes to shove, they should be able to do it here if they could build a church as grand as the cathedral.
Right. You should adventure. So in Dwarvish, kind of up close. Adventuring is dangerous business. You should make the Five Faces raise one of us if we die. Just in perpetuity.
That's a good call. That's a good call. All right. So we'll take that.
Good.
And there will be one resurrection. One raised dead for a member of the League in perpetuity, whether we die on the mission or not. And oh yeah, I want my new fucking finger.
Appears to be a priestly concern. Yes, I'm not too sure what you mean in perpetuity.
That means we come back to you 6 months from now with a dead Brennos. You bring Brennos back.
If anyone was to die, it probably would be you. So.
And then your debt is paid. Aye, we're taking a lot of risk. We don't know how many goblins. And as for the price, this is practically charity. The likes of us.
Within,
So one good deed gets another.
I will agree to this with several conditions in the name of the five-faced god.
Your conditions?
A single calendar year, and you may raise one of your fellows. 1. The church will pay for all components, and will cast a single casting. If your friend does not return, it is the will of the five-faced god, or that of the soul of your friend. For some people choose not to return once they've seen the glory that is the afterlife of the god of five faces.
Well, it's not the only reason they don't come back in some cities now, is it? And he's just like sense motive. Does this guy have any idea what I'm talking about?
Are you snaky?
Give me a
45?
yes. There are those that. So he's curious about you now. You've piqued his curiosity with that, with whatever that phrase, for whatever reason, and he's explaining a much more reasonable explanation as to why people wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
I cannot speak for those who do not worship at the feet of the five faces. There are some religions that are much more demanding of those. There are some who are cast into eternal punishments for the way they live their lives and for the foul faith that they have shown.
1 year. That's fine. And a finger.
As for your finger, what level's regeneration?
7th. That's a big ask.
It's a big ask for a finger.
It is such a paltry thing that I do not wish to get involved. If I repair his finger, I'll have to repair everyone's fingers.
No, you won't. It's one finger. That's the contract. One finger. This one that's missing.
He's explaining this to his lord and not.
You
to
say
you.
he doesn't want to the Lord.
Yep.
He also doesn't want to explain that I can't actually.
I can't cast that spell. Yeah.
If I restore their finger, I must restore everyone's finger. I'll have lineups from here to Denevar. The church will go bankrupt.
Really, you got enough people to pay for a regeneration spell.
Yeah.
That you could form a line. Lads, we got to set up here. This is the land of plenty.
We can't have that. We'll agree on the raising, as he stated, and glory to the five faces, and your finger, you'll have to find some other remedy for your...
All right, fine.
On your
Glory to the five faces. Yeah, all of the above agreed to plus 5,000.
Additional 5,000 gold.
Yeah. And consider it done.
Only if you bring back the 6 people. Consider it a bonus.
2,500, an additional 2,500 if we get all 6. Well, I know they ate them. Goblins, after all.
All right, for that you bring me back the chieftain's head. I'd like to make my own addition to the Hall of Great Valor.
Well, which chieftain? Because I'm guessing there's a few.
Whoever's in charge of that rabble.
So that's an additional bonus.
Oh, that's for the 2,500.
You want
2,500 2,500 for the rescue of our 6 goodly people.
All right.
You must have been raised with the manticores. I mean the mercenary company. You negotiate like one.
Oh no, that's charity, mate. Because we're concerned for your lost people.
You excuse me. The night's battle and the day's fighting has been rather trying. You could take a slice of meat on your way out.
What does the
Amadeus like grabs the roast.
what does Leaf eat?
Insects.
Let's first determine what Leaf is.
It looks like a
Knowledge nature.
like a plant, like a leshy.
Yeah.
Is it a leshy of some kind?
Sunny's paying attention to this. Barnabas is in the middle
So
of
Sonny's making like
negotiation.
funny faces at the plant from across the table.
Yep.
Like he doesn't like the priest. Priest will cast a raise dead. All right, okay, maybe. I'm still don't plan on dying.
I think it is.
Knowledge nature is 32. Is he a leaf fleshy?
Nope.
No.
It's close though. Wings
Berry?
of wooden vines grow out of the bodies of these lithesome fae. They're called gathlanes, and they take on fae qualities as well as plant qualities. But their original type is fae, although some of them become more plant-like as they age. With a 30, you can go ahead and read the race entry if you wanted.
Cool. Do they become type plant?
There are powers and prestige classes that could grant that they call them.
Okay. Because I was just checking to see if I could wild shape into one. Cool. Try extra nourishment from trees and swings. That's a bunch of racial traits.
They are at the root of it, fae. They do have wings too, though.
Yep, they're cool little buggers. -2 con. Oof.
All right, Lord Dverak, if you don't mind staying, I wish to have a word. The rest of you can leave. Apparently the bishop is excluded from that, but the huntmaster and Leaf do leave. Sir Defron marches up to Amadeus. May I have a slice?
Yeah, right. Tears a big hunk off and hands it to him.
He takes the slice, and you notice that he takes the slice, and whatever you gave back to him, he tears it in half and goes over and offers the other half to Lord Dverak. He waits outside while the 2 men and the Dwarf-Lord end up talking over a bottle of whiskey. The rest
All right, and let's leave so they can talk about us proper behind our backs.
yeah. You negotiated hard, which seemed you got what you wanted, but people sometimes don't like when
This was the worst. God, it sucks being around you types. Just say yes, give me money.
So yes, just give me money. How do you know I'm not going to give you 2 gold? You don't.
Because they give me 2 gold, I put my axe in their face and say, give me more money.
Aemon just gives Barnabas a nod. For whatever reason, Aemon seemed to appreciate Barnabas's negotiating skills.
Now, key thing is, what we are going to do is not take the chieftain. Let's understand this.
Why not?
Because he's worth more than 2,500, and I will not be undersold.
Well, but the chieftain will have the nice stuff.
Oh no, we can take it from him, then leave him alive.
Why would we leave him? Like, have mercy on him?
I'm not sure what you're thinking,
But my
but
thinking
I'm
is
gonna put
get
a
at least 10.
cannonball through his chest.
We can get at least 10 for him.
Why would we quibble?
Oh, I'm not saying we let him go. Don't be silly. We keep him until we get the 10.
You want to, like, nab him?
Yeah. You would, Amadeus, he's good with them rope things. Maybe you can just wrap him up like an ornament and hang him from a tree.
Right.
We have to be on the lookout for undead, says Agony.
Yeah. Now, you said they were going to sacrifice the undead. Undead don't usually need sacrifices, so...
Don't they
Some
eat?
certain thing trapped in a mine or a dungeon.
Oh, yeah, my question is, are they eating types of undead?
Well, or maybe they're being turned into them. Lots of undead make new ones.
Oh, it better not be fucking shadows. I hate fucking shadows so much.
I agree. I
Then-
hate fucking shit.
Do any of you have any spare?
Yeah.
Do any of you have any spells for shrinking? I would need some help moving my cannon around.
Hang on a second. let me
Okay,
check
you can
Barnabus.
see the Huntmaster and Leaf, who also kind of got ejected from the Brindol Keep. They're standing off to the side. Leaf is looking at Sunny.
Yeah.
Hello.
Barnabus is looking at me going, it was like dinner was across the table between the stag head and the fucking salad. It was like judging me for eating.
The little druid, Leaf Gathleen says to you in Druidic, to which constellation do you pray in the name of nature?
All that is that which is glorious in magic. In Druidic.
All?
I like magic.
I thought you were some sort of silver knight.
No. Magic. The weave, the parts in between, all the patterns, all the ways that magic can be made.
There are many fey gods that serve nature. And then there are some that serve both nature and nature's first draft.
1001 fey gods or something?
Yes, while I call out to them, I know it is only some that return my call. But I am a druid. You're strange. You don't act like they do.
The Silver Knights?
Yes. Or, no, the men. Or even your friends. There's something about you. Have we met before?
Probably not, but maybe. I only remember the last few years.
Huh.
I sprouted out of the ground. Kind of like a potato.
Oh, you did too? So do my people. We sprout from the great treant, Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil. I don't know what I sprouted from. From the weave itself, maybe?
Yggdrasil, Sunny just knows what that translates into. Like, you just know the meaning of the word. It's called the world tree that walks.
that works. Do I know Yggdrasil?
Yep.
Uh,
It's a great tree that stretches into the upper plains and to the lower plains with its roots.
yeah.
It drinks of the river Styx and is a great planar pathway.
So, do you know that it walks, but what is its relation to Yggdrasil?
No, its name is Yggdrasil. I've heard of that other word. I think they'll call it that when he stops walking and lays his roots permanently upon the world.
So orders are shifting.
It has been a long time since I've seen Yggdrasil, and because he walks, I do not know where he is.
Oh, we'll just have to keep an eye out for a route.
Yes.
Go on a journey.
Yes, they will know my name. He remembers all of my kind who are sprouted from him.
Sonny's gonna pull out a knife. He's gonna cut a piece of his hair off, and he's gonna hand it to the.
I suspect
He's looking at the hair in his hand.
Yggdrasil occasionally visits the Elsevier. This place is a great place of magic. It is very close to the first draft.
What is the first draft?
The first draft of creation.
First try.
The first try from the gods and the Fae. They didn't get it right the first time. They probably had to try again at least once. But the Fae live on the first draft. As do other things.
Maybe that's why the rules of magic keep changing.
Yes. Elsevier is a place of change. No matter how many castles the dwarves and the humans build here, it is a place for change. It is a place where chaos, yes, chaos seeps into the world. And the goodly races, the civilized races, always seem to try to plug it up. But entropy has a way of constant change.
Too much chaos is a problem. Too much order, also a problem.
Yes. Do not tell the humans or the dwarves. They are not friends of Yggdrasil. They wreck forests. They wreck the places where Yggdrasil hides.
Keep an eye out for dark slugs. They bring chaos and destruction.
Dark slugs? Dark slugs? Okay.
Like this one?
They worm the way into their mind. They are a entity of great curse and filth.
You smell like apples.
I was raised with apples. I sprung up from the earth of an apple orchard.
This is like a very wide smile. Cherub-like.
Perhaps if you are lucky, Yggdrasil will show you his leaves, or you will see him moving between the trees. But sometimes you must be in the forest. You cannot see the forest through the trees, but perhaps you will catch a glimpse of Yggdrasil. Or you'll trip on one of his roots.
Next time I fall, that's what I'm going to say happened. But not then.
He is around here somewhere. I feel his presence. Perhaps it's because Volcanica is too hot. Perhaps there is too much chaos for him to take root. I do not know these things. It is something that I wish I could ask.
He's eventually going to need to stop, and when he does, the roots will hold.
Yes.
They always have, they always will.
Yes.
Contact me if you need me. He points to there.
Oh, that is what this is for.
He ties it into a little thing and puts it into his belt.
Yes, funny man.
Oi, old man. Don't get yourself cursed by the cabbage.
Dwarves.
Dwarves.
It is what you get when you try to live off meat. And your only vegetable is barley.
Bad for the digestion. Oh, were we talking about something? We were describing about how they were shit-talking us in there now, and how it's so uncomfortable with the negotiating and all the thing, but I guess, I mean, the price is way more than I thought it was going to be.
Agony's claw goes out to Amadeus. Who's making
Amadeus takes a big bite and just slams the whole roast in his hand.
Agony takes a big bite of it and hands it to Barnabus.
Barnabas just... I'm good, thanks.
Brennos will grab a big bite of it.
Yep.
He's gonna thrust it towards Thogram.
Thogram.
There you go. Must your beard.
Okay.
Takes a little brush and starts cleaning between the hair.
Aemon stabs whatever's left with his trident, brings it towards him, and takes a chunk off of it.
Yeah, Sunny abstains. He doesn't need any.
Okay.
I think someone should tell Cog and Slake they can return and leave their guard duty.
They don't know.
Alright, now, which one of us can do the scrying? Because we gotta do some scrying. Now that we're getting paid, of course.
Barnabas is looking at Sunny and Thogram.
I need a puddle of water in the morning.
Good job. Agony says to Barnabas.
That was quite fancy haggling.
I promised
especially with
you
a
we'd
mayor.
get paid, didn't I?
Payday it is.
Agony just nods.
We better make our services worth the penny.
As I was saying, does one of you have the ability to cast Shrink?
I got a staff that would do it as long as it's not magic.
Yeah, I know how the spell works. It's how I move my cannon around. It's not magical. I'll leave that to you then. All right.
Fair enough.
All right, good. I'm going to be going into a dungeon. I need to be.
How many staves do you carry, Barnabas?
I got the one I just picked up, and I got this fancy about town cane, which is my preference.
Alright, so it sounds like you guys are spending the night here in Brindol.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think most of us end up spending it in the barn because the gentleman's club.
Barnabas is very clear. That the Red Door Inn is a perfectly serviceable inn where he will not be staying.
Alright, so Barnabas ends up sleeping at the gentleman's club with Aemon guarding outside. Sunny and the bird return to the stables.
Amadeus wants a bed. He'll.
Amadeus.
I guess they go to the Red Door Inn.
Yep.
And does somebody fetch Cog and?
Yeah. Well, the Mister will go fetch Cog and sleep.
Okay, where are they?
Just pecks at them till
I
they
already brought
follow.
them.
Okay, yeah. Oh, they could just hang out in the stables. Yeah, Slake's fine, sleeping in the iron coach, just standing awake with the animals.
Wishing he could poop. Wishing you to eat so he could poop. Yeah.
Oh, That's not why you want to eat.
If anything, that is the biggest benefit from not eating.
Your body will produce waste for a good amount of time, even after eating.
All right. Time to take a nap.
Okay, goblins. The fires die down by morning. It is very smoky in Brindol. There's a light breeze that is causing it to waft. No more goblin attacks happen that evening. It is early morning when the party begins to collect themselves back at the stables, I guess.
Okay.
As Sunny, Slake, and Cog don't go looking for everyone else. Barnabas, are you joining them?
Yeah, he will join them.
Okay.
All right. We're going to.
Barnabas was served some nice stiff coffee and a croissant, a Brindle croissant that morning.
That'll
Sounds
be $22.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
All right. We're going to cast a scry.
Okay, so basically in a dirty puddle.
In a dirty puddle.
In one of the stables.
Yep.
Sunny's poking around in it.
We're going to scry on a manticore that we have a piece of. So,
Their will save is awful.
I know it's a manticore, and I've got a piece of it.
Yep.
So it's plus 5 DC.
Yeah, just put the penalty to the DC in. That's fine.
Yep. So DC 26.
Okay, the manticore does not roll a 20.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to.
Teleporters, just look at the thing. Keep, look at it.
All right, so I'm going to reveal a map. Just ignore its name for now.
Is it called Ha Ha Ha? You're all dead.
TPK Central. What the fuck?
And there is a dirty chamber that feels like it's underground and full of garbage. And there are 2 manticores in this dirty chamber. And they seem to be bitching.
Fair enough.
Ow, of all the places, why did they have to stick us down here? I know. They keep on dumping garbage on us, like we're garbage. We're not garbage. Well, except for that one goblin got dumped down here. He must have pissed someone off. Yeah, it was fun playing target practice with him. How come we don't get to go up in some of the nicer rooms? I think it's 'cause they don't like us. No. The master favors his drakes. Stupid things. Yeah, careful though. They smart. They breeze on you. You stick a spine in them, they try that again. Yeah, you remember what happened to Grim? Poor Grim.
I'm going to attempt to cast. Oh, fuck! I don't prepare a message spell.
They're speaking in common.
I know. Does anybody have a message spell prepared?
I don't have one prepared. I can cast it.
If you want to attempt to spook them to see more of the castle during this time, more of the location, it's up to you.
Oh, that's worth a shot. Which one is it?
I'll say it's the one on the left.
Alright.
They're not terribly bright.
Barnabas casts a message spell.
Okay, and the 5% chance per caster level, so we're at 45% chance.
Yeah, I think it would be the caster of the scry who needs to.
Yeah, it's for this spell. It works.
Nice. All right. You hear something? No.
It just says, join us upstairs.
Huh? I heard something. Yeah, somebody said join us upstairs. Alright. You want both of us to go? I don't know, they didn't say.
Oh, buy a bath horse balls.
Okay, they go up to a set of doors that he claws at a little bit and eventually forces open. How long does scrying last?
Forever. 9 minutes.
Okay.
You wait here, I'll go see. Fine, let yell down if you need anything.
There's a long set of slender stairs. They are caked in grime and mold. And they go up to another set of doors that they begin to push open. I'm gonna actually expose more map. Because exploring the dungeon without.
That's really funny.
All right, so you get to here, and
What are you doing down here?
there's a. So I'm gonna zoom over to the middle.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There is a like fully armored. These ones had like piecemeal still on, like they had their armor removed. There's a hobgoblin saying,
What are you doing down here? What are you doing up here?
Barnabus will try another message spell.
"Okay,
Spells work through this casting, so
Oh, okay, so, all right. Let them pass.
What was that? I instructed let them pass. Who? I have a voice?
let's
The other one, let him pass.
So I think you can only cast
I think it makes
operating through the sensor. So they did walk up
Okay.
to each other. So you
There is a voice.
he seems
You want a
uncertain.
bluff check? Or?
Yeah, give me a bluff check.
$43.
All right, they seem to quickly agree that it must be the warlock, and they open up these doors, and there's a lot of goblins in this next chamber. You can see that there are some really tired-looking bugbears that are wearing similar dress and markings of the Cragmaw.
Okay, do they radiate magic? Because detect magic works through as well.
So you're trying to detect magic. The Cragmaw bugbears don't radiate any magic. There are some braziers that are burning, and you're saying, "Come upstairs." Give me a second. How the fuck do you get up there?
I'm gonna find the right place to just be like, "Ha
Sure,
I got you by the face." Slake, you can run there. We'll see you next Tuesday.
All right. So you actually hear and overhear a bit of a conversation. This is in Goblin.
So then what happened? I don't know. They killed the chieftain. Next morning when they left, they loaded up the wagons and rode off. Where are you going? Warlock called me. You're in trouble.
Oh, this room is a dirty goblin barrack. There are many, many goblins in this next chamber. They all go like running out of the way of the manticore.
This dungeon will be fun.
He goes over to this door. He pushes the doors open, and then there's a pit and another pit that he just simply jumps across.
Over.
Yeah. All right, it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes that have gone by at this point. He turns around the corner. You do enter what looks like a like some sort of mausoleum. He does.
Hey, what do you want? Warlock call.
Some hobgoblins shuffle out of the way. You can see this. You can see this door is barred from the side of the hobgoblins. Like it looks like a bunch of makeshift like bars and things were placed, and pitons or spikes were drilled into the wall. Like they're trying to keep something in.
I feel like that's where the undead are.
You hear from the magical sensor this vague female weeping from behind the door, like somebody's crying.
Probably won't last spot.
He begins to squeeze up the stairs.
These hobgoblins, are these coffins or are they just stone?
Funny looking tables.
Oh, sorry. He doesn't go up these stairs. He hops up onto a ledge, startling a couple of hobgoblins.
What are you doing up here?
Yeah, warlock. Mind the webs, and they laugh. He roars. He opens up this area, and immediately with that light gray is just a bunch of webbing.
Hey, move your webs!
Why?
Oh, need to go see Warlock.
What the hell kind of creepy nonsense spider thing is going on?
Give me a spellcraft check, as this is not a spell that you normally hear.
Give you a +2 from Barnabus.
Okay. My rolls today have sucked. 32.
Yeah.
You think it's called... It's like a variant of stone shape that moves webs instead.
It's like web shape.
Yep. And
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this spell before.
and you catch glimpse of a bunch of really hideous spider creatures as this thing moves by. Like there's some... all these creatures don't quite get along.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're at 4 minutes now into your spell. Now I'm going to zip over to a different part of the map. You can hear a cacophony of hobgoblins.
Oh, there the troops at.
That's a cool token.
Hobgoblins kind of lingering around in this room. They're eating. Some of them are talking. Some of them are sleeping. You see a barrel ogre.
What you doing here? I see Warlock. Wait here. Warlock may be busy.
And if we get this manticore killed, that's funny too.
Yeah, it is funny. I'm okay with that.
We're going to show up, he's going to be just cursed in the corner weeping.
Okay, so the barrel ogre disappears. The manticore just ends up sitting here and waiting, and then your spell actually wears off.
Okay.
Alright. You be tricksy fuckers.
There's a hidden state, and
Yeah.
and it grays a little bit. Neat.
So it's great for you as a DM, and then for players you can't see it. Unless I'm confused.
Is it hidden now? Because I can see it.
Oh, no, I
It's
see
just
it
darkened a
changing.
bit.
No, I see it. No, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
must be new.
Yeah, it must be neat. All right. So yeah, it just the spell went on like you
Sorry.
you convinced them that some spellcaster or something called the warlock was speaking to it, and then it just wore off. You got a sense of the numbers of troops. Like there were like 80 hobgoblin in this area.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, so by all the lying eyes, we found a way. How long will it take for us to get there?
Did we get a location from the? I thought we did.
Well, did we get a? Actually, we probably should go get the one of the wayfinders. Sorry, the wayfinders.
So the interrogators got a location, but
Yeah.
We have the name, but we actually need to figure out where it is in the map.
Yep.
So let's get either the Stone Seeker or I'm having just the worst moment in time with names.
Tell me what the fucking name is.
Rivenroar.
Knowledge geography.
Sure.
All right, that's gonna be.
I should just write down your knowledges and just tell you things. Because you take 10, you don't roll.
It's
When I had a
knowledge.
character doing similar things, I just made certain all my knowledges were the same, so I didn't have to.
Yeah, mine aren't.
You
those,
never have to look it up. It's
unfortunately,
just they're all the same.
yeah. It's 38.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll spend a point. One of my inspiration points. 6, so 38 plus 3, so 41.
The Riven Roars, they suffered their losses because they chose to live apart from the town of Brindol. And you know that the Riven Roars have to be within a day and a half of Brindol.
Okay.
They're on the southern bank. Let me just go to the map to see, make sure that this makes sense.
Since we were planning to be sneaky this day, we're worshipping travel and trickery.
Nice. Trickery's not a bad domain either, really.
Through a Bathor. Well, I think the Veil spell means we teleport in with Veil spell and
Just walk around.
just walk around. Exactly.
Slake, watch the watch the cards.
Yep. Although luck is good just for like the reroll, but whatever.
Yeah, that is nice.
But travel with fly spells, move
Teleport and yeah.
It's a shame your god doesn't have the travel domain. If you liked walking, maybe
Yeah, Slick's having serious travel issues, so
Okay, Goblin Hole, Cragmaw,
he's not coming.
Riven Roar runes. It seems like each of these goblin locations might be bigger and more goblin infested the further in to the Vale you get.
Yep. Now, you can take 3 with a teleport if we wanted to, like,
Yes, 4
hop
total.
to it.
That's 60 miles, so that's a couple days walk, assuming you'd find the right roads.
Mm-hmm.
A couple days on horses. You'll arrive somewhere in the middle of the second day.
Okay.
Now, we did see where we think the prisoners were.
Well, it's a guess. It's weeping. I mean, whoever's there is not happy, but for all we know, it could be some sort of very unhappy undead, which undead tend to be.
Gee, yeah. Yeah, there's some really bad undead. Max ranks in knowledge nature or knowledge. Well,
It'd be a risk, is what I'm
once Sunny gets to teleport, he actually is really good at it. He gets to bring extra people, but he's not high enough level to get the spells yet.
All right, so there's a dungeon with 1 or 2 manticores in it that you've seen, plus a bunch of corridors.
Yep.
Are you guys teleporting into the dungeon?
Or are we walking there? Is it like, is there a group teleporting and then some people walking to get there? Because like that's really the question.
I vote if you teleport, you take 1 of each PCs.
Yes.
Or I say the teleport doesn't work.
Yeah.
So that everyone's
How
involved.
about we send Sunny, Thogram, and someone to protect them. Brennos.
Brennos.
Oh,
No.
no.
Not Sunny.
I guess Amadeus. And Amadeus.
That's such a weird group. So weird. I'll grapple them while you hit them in the head with the cannon. Sunny be useful. Well, Sunny has
You
a
turn
teleport,
into
right?
squirrels.
Is Sunny the teleport? No.
Do
So-
some
so he doesn't-
reconnaissance for a few days. We'll be there.
Oh, to do, like basically to show up, but not to necessarily engage.
Yeah.
If we don't rescue these people, they might be dead by the time they're there. And we made a deal based on them being alive, says Agony. Purely Agony is concerned about the coin and not not these people.
All right, Agony. How about
I'd
you?
rather go in axe swinging. I think we could take it.
How many people can you take, Thogram?
Quite a bit.
How many people? I'm not fucking teleporting.
For taking hobgoblins,
How many
guessing
people can
when-
you
How many
teleport?
people in your teleport?
Oh, about
not
4.
how many people can you
We
blow up with a
talked about
cannon?
we talked about my mistake. We talked about this a while ago. 4 total, including me,
It has to be you.
So you, me.
and 3.
So I'm not leaving you to your own devices.
Agony.
Save your ass as well.
Take Agony, and
Agony. And, well, you can help move us around, Smarty Pants, and solve puzzles. Or do you want to take the goon?
no, if there's traps, you're gonna need me.
Well, in Smarty Pants it is. Old man, take the rest of the cart to pick us up all the way home. This is a brilliant idea.
I love it.
Yep, I gotta pee.
The dungeon is so much more dangerous with just 4 of you.
Right, well, and then we've got 2 people. Like, and the idea would be to stay close enough together that you could teleport out or dimension door away, or
Yeah.
yep. Right, be right back.
So it's Barnabus that's going with the attack group?
If there's traps or a lock, they're gonna need him.
I mean, just blow the doors off.
And if there's people behind the door,
You can duck.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think cannon fire is the way to open a jail cell door to rescue someone.
Agony says the adamantine greatsword or great axe will do the trick.
They should. If you don't think you'll need me, got no problem staying behind.
Fuck that. We're gonna ride out there and meet them, right?
Yeah, we're gonna ride out, sure.
Leave some goblin scum for the rest of us.
I don't like you leaving without me going, says Aemon.
Yeah, well, nor do I, but right now we don't have a choice.
Okay, which map are we on? Because I can't seem to.
This is our first official contract, and it's good to make a first impression when establishing the reputation of a new business.
Can you open metal doors with your sword or your axe? Agony is asking Brennos.
I can open anything I need open with my axe.
We don't need a trapsmith.
All right, tell you what. Why don't you go deal with that dungeon without me, and you will tell me later if you do or do not need a trapsmith.
We can bring one more though. He's looking at Amadeus.
Yeah, right, fine.
That's it, ropes. Go get him.
Alright, so
Ropes.
these puppies are going.
He could have been called Strings, so
Yeah.
this, you know.
This is bullshit. It's like, how come we're all fighting a teleporting head? We gotta hit the enemy hard on. Who cares if they know we're coming?
Well, because they could kill the hostages.
Ah. Hostages are probably dead the second they were flown out of Brindol. They should have learned how to fight.
Some of them are frail, old, young.
You raise a good point, Slake. And then Sunny starts casting buffs.
Yeah, good hope goes up.
Yeah, trying to do buffs.
It's bullshit. We could have started walking there last night while you're getting your beauty rest. Slake's just fucking just throwing a fit.
Hey, yeah, we could have. And you know what would happen? They would still beat us there with a teleport.
Okay, Thogram, you're getting a freedom of movement.
Nice.
Every one of you chuckleheads is getting a life bubble.
Yay!
Put them on the tokens.
All right, I'll
Free movement, life bubble.
I'll take
Seamless,
take care of my guy.
Fly, shield, mage armor, heroism, cat's grace. Is there good hope?
Good hope. Yep.
all right.
Life bub.
You're all getting a delay poison or delay poison communal. I'm getting Agony and Brennos. I'm assuming the other you're doing as well.
Cool.
We're on Volcanica, so we're going to assume fire is the thing of the day, so it'll be resist fire communal.
The best thing on a wizard is another wizard who likes cannons. Fuck you and your magic missiles.
Whoa!
Abjure this.
Is this fire?
All right, we're
Do we need fly spells?
some flies would probably be useful, just simply to
Barnabus will
preserve
just-
power.
Barnabas will toss those out.
Uh,
4 flies for Barnabas and a good hope.
okay, because there's undead in there, everybody's getting a mage armor.
Yeah, Agony can do his own mage armor.
Okay, so I guess Brennos and Amadeus will get a mage armor from a wand.
Okay.
I can do my own.
That's why I said the other two.
Yeah.
Can you add See and Viz and
Yep.
long arm and shield on Agony?
Ability, long arm, shield,
Bull strength on Agony as well.
mage armor, bull's strength. Okay.
It's going to be slow moving my cannon through that entire place.
Okay.
I've got my own crew doing it, but it will not be going as fast as you.
Do we have to push it?
What do you mean?
I saw Slake pushing around your cannon in the last battle.
Yes.
I'd rather be fighting than pushing your cannon around.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to. I have my own crew doing it, but it will be slow. Doesn't move as fast as you.
Maybe the cannon is
I don't
not
need it.
the thing to use for this particular rescue mission.
But have you ever found a cannon in a hallway?
How many charges in that staff of shrinking of yours, Barnabas?
Oh, filled it out. It's fine. It's just take it with you.
Yeah.
Agony
Agony takes the staff. He then hands it. He then hands it to Thogram.
Thogram?
Pass without trace is going up on everyone.
Okay.
And
They won't know what hit them.
Whose house? What is Thogram's speed usually?
30
Okay.
on check.
20 is usual for a dwarf.
Oh, this is a mean crew to be going in.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, my speed is 20. But
Okay.
I have fly up.
Oh, you get fly up? Well, you're gonna get a long strider anyway.
I would not have guessed this permutation of strikers, but it's
This is very like, come walk up to me. I dare you. Oh, you want to walk up to me? Cannon.
Works.
Remember, the staff can make Brennos big.
Also means that we can't teleport away if things go bad.
You can dismiss it, right?
You can dismiss these spells usually. Barnabus, should I grab the staff and put it on my list?
Yep.
There's a spell that I've been meaning to try. When we get a hold of anyone important, we're going to turn their skin into a treasure map.
Ooh, that sounds
Assume
interesting.
after they die.
Shrug.
Fuck.
He didn't take that as a sorcerer spell to not use it.
We're going to weapon wand the True Strike wand into our axe.
Nice.
We are going to... We've already got see invisibility up. Who feels like they hit stuff a lot?
Hit?
How? With what?
Uh,
Be specific, please.
We're gonna throw up a keen edge on our axe just because this is one of those sorts of days.
Agony's amulet is a keen Mighty Fist amulet, and his
Nice.
and his Beck to Corbin or Raven's Beak is also a keen item, so he does not need your keen.
Sorry. Who wants to? The Dragon Man looks interesting.
Well,
We will.
Thanks.
Oh, so this is a shorter duration spell. I will lend you my judgment later to give you a +5 on all your damage rolls.
fuck yeah. just a +5. Here you go.
And are we? We don't need the silence. I don't think. At this point, we're not trying to like go in as like a sneaky. We got casters and stuff that need to show up on the other side. We'll do a divine favor to lead us off the bat. It'll be take down around.
We have hasters in the.
Agony can haste, but he's not going to do that in
So the other crew is not going to show up for.
2 days.
2 days.
Okay, so Cog's giving you guys fucking potions.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, why is... I was quietly on the side wondering, and I was going to say...
That's why I sort of made and then Sunny starts casting spells.
Right.
Oh no, we get waylaid by wolves on the road. Slake punch them.
Yeah, Cog's
Slake is
giving you shit.
destroying a horse stall right now.
I miss everything. You chose to. It could be you right now.
Okay.
It's funny. I really don't. I, as the quasi player here, don't care because I'm in the DM's chair.
Is it protection from arrows communal?
Okay, that'll be good against like troops.
Okay.
And this is the adventure where I take out reciprocal guy.
Oh, it would be funny.
If someone has that, then game over anyways.
Yeah, it's like which PC pops first.
And that's when Slake goes, "Ah, I told you."
You guys have an elixir of... Not elixir. What's it called?
Oh, you can add a mirror image to Agony. He's got 5 images.
Okay.
There is a floating potion of remove blindness, deafness.
Brennos has 1 image.
All right, I'll put down the potion.
He's a power that just gives him an image.
Okay,
Cool.
take the potion.
It's a potion or an extract?
Copycat.
It's an
trickery
extract. Sorry,
Okay, because otherwise I'll actually put it on my.
I don't know what the name is,
but I'll
the power's
just put it on
called.
it's an
but,
extract. Yeah.
Also, when we
blindness.
travel in, we're traveling in as a group of hobgoblins led by the commander that we branded. I'm putting up a veil.
You're in charge, Thogram, because you actually speak the language.
Yep. Yeah, you're the only one. You're the commander because you're the only one who speaks Goblin.
Hold on.
Also, we're gonna walk in and chop things to death. So.
Yeah.
You might as well say it's a coup. I am the red hand or some nonsense.
There's undead. There's 2 removed diseases going towards you.
Okay. Remove disease. Oh, you mean like in potion form?
Extract form. I'm
Extract.
putting them down on Amadeus's token. So
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bio break while you guys are powering up.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
For, I guess, do you all have seen Viz?
no.
Okay. How many do you need?
Amadeus cannot cast squat.
Amadeus needs one.
Amadeus gets one. You're gonna get a lesser restoration.
Is lesser restoration.
Bear's endurance. Who the hell wants one?
Well, I think anybody would want one.
Okay, you get 2 bear's endurances. Put them however the hell you want to
All
put
right.
them.
Whoever doesn't have con items.
Who needs shield and long
And then-
arms?
A long arms? A shield and long arms? Like, if other people don't have them. Brennos would like a long arms. He doesn't have
Okay.
access to it. Unless you want it on Amadeus.
Amadeus wouldn't mind long arms either.
You only have 1 long arms?
I have 6 that
Okay.
I can prepare them as I go. I don't have to prepare them during the day. I can what do you guys need? This? Okay.
So we'll both get a long arms.
All right, so that's times 2.
You guys get long arms. Who else needs? You can give shields.
A
Well,
shield
save some for yourself because you will be traveling.
We're traveling. Yeah, Cog has a walk around of like.
the
38
shield
feet.
would only be to help us if we encounter ghosts,
Yeah.
shadows, something like that. So
So we should take some shields.
I wouldn't mind a shield. On just the
Yeah. So you had 2 long arms, 2 shields, and there's a 2 enlarged persons.
we got a
Or
staff for
expeditious retreat. Expeditious retreat.
that. I think we got other stuff that I think you might want to just keep those as slots.
Detect secret doors, or cure light wounds.
Detect secret doors might not be a bad one to have.
We Brennos is a cure. He's got a cure light wounds wand, and he can cast cure light wounds as a first circle spell. So he does have like basic healing.
Okay, 2 cure light wounds extracts, or
Okay.
extracts. There you go. Yeah, Cog's fine not having potions on him.
All right. The detect secret doors, though, that might be helpful.
Yep.
All right, so what's the goddamn plan? Where are we teleporting to, son?
I would teleport to like where the warlock is.
But we didn't see where he was, right?
Well, we saw where the base of his operations were, and there was 2 hobgoblin troops.
I'm gonna show up right there.
And his alchemical giants.
Yeah.
Like it's short therapy time living person, I think is the order of the day.
Or better yet, just show up, grab the warlock, teleport back, and we'll deal with it.
Deal with it later, man.
I have 2 teleports for
Yep.
today.
Perfect.
Then I'll grab some chips and bring it back.
Resist fire communal. Pass without trace. Long strider. Okay. So let's put this shit.
Cold in my apartment.
Cold as ice. Dog.
Cold as ice, I know.
Okay, cannon's not gonna be used, so.
Cold as ice, paradise, feeling is nice.
He's gonna put a fly in himself.
9.
You guys have haste.
You guys, I took a bio break, got a little snack,
We're still going.
looked
There's
outside,
a
found
lot
my
of stuff
sweater.
here.
You're still casting spells on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't judge us.
Fuck Pathfinder, man. This system, this is probably the broken part of the system. It's just
Yes.
this.
This.
Yes. Exactly.
Doing this and then doing this makes it so that the 4-person party will take the dungeon that 4-person party shouldn't be able to take.
Yep.
Like it's yes.
It's still fun,
It's
and we will
definitely-
play through it. But I think in any future system,
This is
the Pathfinder 2 part of the rule set where only 3 the spells don't last very long, so you really don't have very many. I think they swung the pendulum a little bit too far.
Yeah.
I found as a spellcaster, it's like
there's no point.
until you hit some really, really key high level buffs, there was almost no point.
Yep.
Yeah.
There were certain spells that were super useful and a whole bunch of stuff that was kind of meh.
This is why a
Damage-
base needs to be a lead line. Yeah, Fox. So I was talking with the players earlier. There's a bit of meta information, but I'm working with 3 modules that I'm weaving together and making them my own and fitting them into the game world. But the 3 modules all had, and in the first few adventures, the first few sessions, they fight goblins. So it's like starting at the beginning of Adventure Path, but they're 9th level. I'm gonna slowly ramp up the threat, and in one of the modules, the zaniness also slowly. I'm just gonna use the word zaniness, trying to give away anything. Like the non-traditional D&D stuff starts to ramp up. So I'm really excited about the northern plot line. Like, yeah, there seems to be an escalation of going through some of these goblin lairs. Lead lined, yeah. Did they learn lots? Sure. Did they learn all the secrets? No, definitely not. They don't know what they're stepping into, which is awesome.
A big shit sandwich is what we're stepping into.
Right.
Well, we're doing it on our terms, damn it.
Right.
This is our shit sandwich.
And they're gonna get the drop on those poor manticores in the basement.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking that we should teleport to where those hobgoblin troops were beside where the warlock was sleeping.
Or that. Just go
that
right
or
into
I
the middle
like that one.
and then fight the dungeon backwards, or
Yeah.
fight to the end. Yeah.
Fight to the exit, exactly. It's that or go to where the ghosts were. But I think that I'd like to kick the warlock in the teeth when he can't do what we're doing.
Interesting.
That's my preference.
All right, are you guys done? So, anyways, there's a whole thing that we're just scratching at a little bit. No offense to Adam's Southern Goblin War plot, but I'm pretty sure book 6 of the 6-module series isn't you fight a bunch of goblin troops. I'm sure that's not the thing. I don't know how you could keep that up, right? And definitely by book 3 of the 12, or there's 15 parts. I don't know. There's a huge number of parts. By the end, if a goblin's there, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing here, buddy? That guy must be the shit." Yeah.
Well, when we get there, we can rehash this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are a few goblin encounters along the way. This one I definitely sprinkled in not goblin.
Brennos takes off his buckler because the shield spell is better than a buckler, and he doesn't have the -1 to hit now.
Nice.
And this time I'm going to remember my hatred of goblinoids. Fucking hate you guys.
Oh, just the racial hatred?
The racial +1 to hit. Just fuck you.
Does anyone want a false life? Is that personal, or can you cast it on other people?
I believe it's personal.
Okay, well, Agony will use a charge from the Staff of Dark Flame to give himself a false life.
Yeah, it's personal.
I think it's D10 plus.
It's D10. It's a fighter hit die.
12 temp hit points.
Right. I don't know why we're even using Veil. We are going to show up and...
Just because it's funny. Because I have it as a power.
Because we can.
We can show up looking like clowns. whatever you want.
Those grenades
The
were
circus
there? Oh,
is in
shit.
town. No, it's to cause confusion within the enemy ranks. Adventurers show up versus hobgoblins show up is a different thing.
All right then. We'll show up under the guise of fuck you.
The blessings of greed are upon us.
All right then. Ready when
because
you guys are.
the three dudes who are like, we're doing greedy stuff right now. Hey, look at the group that's going.
Okay, Agony's also going to cast a defending bone. Can you mark down DR5 bludgeoning, and it has 40 hit points. It's an hour per level. Might as well put that up.
Cool.
Yikes. Really?
The only thing we're missing is a few death wards, but your priest didn't prepare death wards. Because he's not that kind of priest.
Where are we teleporting? This is Agony.
Before we did the spells.
Yeah.
Now,
Actually, the
can you-
chamber with a hobgoblin. But it's up to you. It's up to you, Thogram. Lead us to battle. Fucking
Chamber
now.
of Right.
If
You
we-
mean right where the scrying ended.
Aye.
If we're doing it there, I'm going to cast haste right before you teleport.
Do it.
Unless,
do it there.
unless one of you has a haste. He looks over his shoulder to
Does
this.
Barnabas have a haste?
Barnabas does not.
Barnabas does not. Sunny will cast a haste out of his. He'll use an arcane bond to cast a haste.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have it for you. It's a special one. Go now! Fly, you fools!
Alright, let's not fuck up the 1d100.
Okay.
Oh, we'll end up in some other dungeon full of whatever.
Some similar location.
So,
Oh, we end up in another tower looking like hobgoblins, but it's a human-controlled tower. Get our big shot up.
something's not right here, guys.
Why did you attack the soldiers? Well, we had this disguise.
They shot me
Hey.
first.
Ready? Here comes the
Here comes the
teleport.
Yeah, this is you've seen it once.
Uh-oh.
But isn't high good?
No.
That is terrible.
Okay.
And Slake's never gonna let you live it down. Gee, I told you.
Viewed once, 95 is similar area.
Cool.
Visually or thematically similar to the target area.
So we might be in the same tower, or we might be somewhere else.
Oh my god.
We might be in the wrong dungeon.
Somewhere within range of the spell.
Give me a moment to look through what I've prepared.
Because there's a different dungeon.
Well, yeah, I prepared the wrong dungeon apparently.
It'll be hilarious for when, like, well, if we don't notice, it'll be, yeah.
Where are the 6 people?
So do you have sending?
Me?
Nope.
No. What
Hmm?
am I sending for?
We have another teleport is how we solve this. If it's like, the thing is, if we don't notice that we screwed up.
So
Yeah, if it's thematically the same.
this is a ruin of a noble household.
It's full of dwarves. It's the wrong one.
Slake should be here.
Nice.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to do this again. Don't worry about it.
Well, we still have to see if we notice.
Yeah, I know. Like, looks right.
sure
It's
feels
tough.
different, outside the scrying sensor.
God damn it.
These things happen. Don't worry about it.
Yep, I'm gonna create a new map. It's pretty funny. Scene.
Just a bunch of like 4 goblins, like, we will take over the world. That was fast.
Oh shit! Well, there'd be a bunch of hobgoblins show up.
They're like, I'll be the leader. I'll be the leader. They show up. He's the leader.
There's like a 1 in 20 chance, or less than a 1 in 20 chance. I think it's exactly 1 in 20 chance of actually doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Usually you scramble your eggs a little bit, or you just don't go anywhere.
Oh well.
Or you're there, but you're just
You have an arcane bond, right? So you can do this again, and then you have one more. You don't have arcane bond?
How's that?
We
look?
lost it.
I have cannons that follow my command. I don't have arcane bond.
Oh no!
I have cannon bond. Is what I have.
That look of okay. I don't know.
You
Well,
got
I have another teleport, but after that, it's
Yeah.
dimension doors for everybody.
Well, that means we have to win.
Yeah. The whole dungeon.
Oh dear.
Well, enough of it.
Map's called Thogram's Fuck Up.
It's one of those things when it's like you're the caster. It's like, how did you fuck this up? It's like how it works, you know.
Yeah.
You realize it was a die roll. I had no control over.
It's like Agony had that reputation for being running away every time. Well, not really, because he's a coward. It's just,
It's just,
An unlucky
just roll
dragon.
good.
Exact same enemies, just hanging out.
All right, so you arrive in a dank basement. You don't see any manticores down here. In fact,
We were trying to be in a hall with.
with a bunch of hobgoblins, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're trying to be in a hall with a bunch of hobgoblins. So you appear in a dank basement. There's a bit of the morning sunlight peeking through, kind of like a hole, and nary a hobgoblin to be seen.
Not exactly what I expected.
Int check?
where's the manticores?
Thogram, you got a 20. Agony got a 15. Amadeus got a 40. Brennos got a 31.
And then spells running those 33.
Yeah. Okay. So Amadeus and Brennos thought they heard as they arrived, like maybe some of the other guys, their ears popped. You thought you heard sort of a low, guttural, kind of like lizard-like gurgling, like sort of a like something from just beyond this room.
Okay.
Thogram, can you give me a spellcraft check?
Get your fucking glasses fixed. Bug eyes.
Oh shit, 21.
You don't know what happened.
Will a 23 help if I have the bonus?
From Good
What are they
Hope.
called? Oh,
Good Hope doesn't add to this.
Sometimes this just
Skill check,
happens.
so yes, it does.
Sometimes this just happens with teleport. You don't have you don't have an explanation. You didn't roll high enough.
Remember this place for later. We won't leave tracks.
We're not.
Someone there.
It's teleporting. Hold hands. Try this again.
Wait, what? Hang on.
And there's a bunch of like exhalation of green mist that kind of spilled into the room. All right, so give me a initiative check. Actually, I'll do the initiative. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, so I'm just gonna add lizard thing.
The lizard with a laser.
It's freaking forehead.
This is why we look like hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever that is gonna buy it.
Must speak goblin, and maybe it will.
Brennos doing goblin would be the most racist, like nipper goblin.
All right. The initiative modifier of lizard thing is -1.
That's good. This is making me feel better about this.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
It's not a good thing. That means it's really big. Just tell you how big he is.
All right. And then I will sort the initiative and remove the people that aren't there. Aemon Woe, not there. Barnabus, not there. Brennos.
The one time Barnabus is at the top.
Delaying for the spell.
Okay. Agony also is delaying. Cog, not there. Oh, Thogram, you beat the lizard thing. You got a 15.05 and the lizard thing got a 14.099.
So they both had a 15. You have a better mod.
Yeah, just do 100.
You're casting teleport again?
Anywhere but here. All right, this is what was supposed to happen.
All right, where are you teleporting to, Thogram?
The room with all the hobgoblins, the original one.
Okay, that's 2 rounds of the haste. I'm gonna cut and paste you guys out of basement ruins.
We don't technically know if we're in range.
We do from a conceptual basis. Like
I got away.
We scryed on something that couldn't have gotten out of range in that amount of time without a teleport.
No. If this room is in the opposite direction,
the mishaps have to be with there is a proximity thing in a mishap for a teleport.
Yeah, but the second
The first teleport could put you out of range of the second teleport.
Yeah, we're not at the extreme range of.
Yeah.
Well, we're probably fine.
100 miles per level.
Yeah, it'd be 900 miles.
We're probably fine.
Yeah. This time the teleport seemed to work.
All right.
Ah, we're here. Kill everything. Kill everything.
I'm gonna unfog the room with the hobos in it.
Exactly where do we show up? I can't see shit.
You appeared
there we are.
in the center. A little cluster. Let me force you guys there.
No.
Center. Let's see if the early morning. The troops are formed for whatever reason. 1, it's like you got a bunch of sleeping hobgoblins. Okay. So what you have are many, many, many hobgoblins. And